So, moving on to our next story, we are talking about Netflix and Evangelion, which we've talked about before on the podcast. My God, we've talked about so much involving this. I mean, Gen Fukunaga's comments, specifically Netflix coming out with a new dub for this. So we've talked about this so much, and now it seems as if Netflix has actually said, hey, this is when Evangelion is airing, and that specific date, by the way, is June 21st. It's coming worldwide. And what's interesting about this one, this specific, not just that it's coming June 21st, but the fact that they even announced it in general, because usually with anime, they're like, yeah, it's a thing. We paid for it, whatever.
Right.
But I'm wondering if they paid so much for this that they're like, oh, we're going to announce every single piece. Like if a voice actor takes a shit, we are going to talk about it on our social media. No, because I mean,
it's possible. I mean, I didn't
yeah.
get into Ava, but I know it's held up there as one of the classics.
Of
and
course.
one of the ones that
Yeah.
a lot of people love. So yeah, I could see Netflix being like, huh. So word on the street is a lot of people like this one. Let's maybe push the word a little harder on this one.
As I said last time, though, no, I think it's that, of course, because Evangelion is popular. Also because all ways to get it on physical media are out of print.
Right.
And also due to the fact that, again, I'm thinking that they really did overpay for it. Not overpay.
Oh, get in your next Netflix subscriptions, kids.
Yes. You got to get all those hot Netflix subscriptions, you know?
We got all your animes here.
You know, I do wonder, though. I want to see how this unfolds, because of course it's been so long since people could legally purchase this. You do wonder if that's going to draw people in, or if sadly people throughout the years have resorted to piracy and their need has been met.
Right.
So I'm a little nervous. However, I know that I will be watching it on the subscription service. We could do a podcast on it, although I would want to. You know what I want to do? I would want to do a section of videos comparing the new English dub to the old English dub. Nothing crazy, because you don't want to give the whole thing away. But I would be interested in doing a video like that, potentially maybe on our TG Productions YouTube channel in the future, because I want to see what the differences are in depth. Because, you know, I wouldn't make Tristan watch both, though. Like, we can't just watch both versions. Like, no, we can watch one dub or the Japanese dub to do a review on it or something like that. But, yeah, oh, by the way, Netflix describes the anime, so let's see what their description is. I will tell you if it's apt. Or as some people have been saying stuff online about Alex Jones describing the plot of Evangelion. So let's see if this actually mirrors what Alex Jones has said about Evangelion, which he hasn't. He actually hasn't. But either way, it says AD 2015. Tokyo 3 is under attack by powerful creatures known as the Angels. The protagonist, Shinji Ikari, is chosen to pilot the humanoid decisive weapon Evangelion. The only way for humanity to fight against the Angels. The battle for the fate of humanity starts now. What exactly are the Angels? What fate awaits the young pilots and humanity itself? Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and you'll know on Netflix. June 21st. So I think that's pretty much the way they describe. They did not say those last few parts, but still.
Come on, Shinji, get in the robot.
Oh God. That's such a good song.
Smash that like button.
Get in the robot. I am curious, though, to see where this goes and how good the dub is. I've heard that it's better than we think it's going to be, which if it is, hell yeah, like bless their hearts if it is.
Right.
But I'm really interested in seeing where this is going to go, because I know Tristan, I've seen half the series, and I remember the dub wasn't terrible to me, but I felt like, oh yes, this was created a while ago. You know? Yeah, it is of its time. But I'm wondering if updating it is going to make it better, or if it's going to be, we just need something new.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen with this. I'm not necessarily blaming Netflix or saying that it's a positive, like it's going to be good because Netflix is funding it, because it really is up to the staff and the studio that they've hired, and I don't know what dubbing studio they've hired. All I know is this one thing. Apparently, They should not hire the dubbing studio, from what I've heard, that dubbed the FMA live action movie. Because I heard that there was some really weird audio stuff with that. Now, sadly, I haven't heard it yet. I'm probably going to check it out soon because I've needed to like take the time to listen to it. Because you and I, Tristan, we watched it when it first came out, and there was no English dub, which was odd when it was first released. So we saw it in Japanese, but the Bleach dub we got to see, which was interesting. And I know it's live action medium versus, versus anime, but I haven't really seen any anime properties that Netflix has licensed and had dubbed. So I also want to take a look into what company is actually dubbing this, who they've hired, because of course, as you know, Tristan, just by saying the word Netflix means nothing. Like, right. Netflix could hire Funimation if they had the ability to dub a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to just be... Netflix isn't actually a dubbing studio necessarily. Just like right. Viz, they contract other studios. Funimation, of course, does everything in-house, usually. So, yeah, I would be very interested to see what comes of this, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about all of this stuff down below.